Hey there. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're talking about something that's usually whispered about in locker rooms, misunderstood in movies, and hardly addressed with the depth it deserves: how to touch a woman's breasts in a way that actually drives her crazy, emotionally, physically, and neurologically. But let's be honest from the beginning, this is not about vulgarity or cheap pleasures. This is about comprehending female anatomy, emotional attachment, and the psychological triggers that make touch so strong. It is about making her feel desired, appreciated, and fully excited. And yes, all of this through something as deliberately simple as breast touch. This video will explore 7 advanced techniques rooted in scientific principles and sensitivity that can improve your intimacy and create memorable experiences for both partners. So whether you're in a new relationship or reigniting the spark with someone special, these insights can make a major impact. Let's get started. Number 1. The psychology of anticipation. Here's the reality: the most powerful touch does not start with your hands, it starts with your intention. It starts in the mind. Hers and yours. According to studies at Rutgers University, female stimulation is greatly impacted by anticipation. Furthermore, the brain's reward center lights up not only from the act of touching but from the expectation of it. So what does that suggest practically? It suggests not to just reach out blindly. Let your fingers dwell elsewhere, touch her collarbone, hold her waist, and explore the curve of her spine. Let your eyes speak first, then your words, then your breath. Create a slow desire that leads her into wanting your touch. That desire enhances her feelings the moment you reach her breasts. Pro move: let your touch be the conclusion, not the opening. Warm her up mentally, emotionally, and physically. She will not just feel it, she'll remember it. 2. Communication, the silent power. Touch is a language, and like any other language, the most important aspect isn't just speaking, it's listening. One of the most terrible mistakes men make is believing they understand what feels good without checking in. But here's the real deal: women's sensitivity varies depending on their state of mind, menstrual cycle, and emotional attachment. What seemed amazing yesterday could feel overwhelming today. That's why the most powerful instrument you have beyond your hands is your awareness. Pay attention to her body, her breath, and her facial expressions. Pay close attention to what she leans against and what she moves away from. And certainly, sometimes the most seductive question you can ask is, "Do you like this, or do you want it gentler or firmer?" According to sex research, emotional safety and agency serve as primary stimulants for female pleasure. Pro move: understand her unique responses. Consider every touch as a question, and let her response lead to your next action. 3. The 3-touch method. Let's talk about strategy, and one of the most successful is what we call the 3-touch technique. It's simple yet extremely effective when performed with presence. Feather touch is where you delicately graze her breast with only your fingers or the back of your hand. Think of it as a soft breeze, barely present yet profoundly awakening. Warm embrace: make use of your entire hand to cup her delicately, without grabbing, but allowing your warm palm to conform to her shape. This gives an aura of comfort, presence of mind, and romantic connection. Circular movement. Once she's comfortable with your touch, use the heels of your palms or your fingers to produce gentle, continuous circular movement over her breast, avoiding the nipple at first. This variety not just excites various nerve endings but also keeps her brain and body engaged. Research has found that various touch patterns promote dopamine release, which means greater satisfaction and more bonding. Pro move: swing between these 3 strategies. Keep her body wondering and her mind craving more. 4. The overlooked zones, gold mines of sensation. Here's something a few individuals realize: the most sensitive parts of the breasts are not often the nipples. In fact, exterior curves, particularly the sides, the underside, and the region between the breasts, are packed with nerve endings. These regions usually remain untouched, making them ready for a powerful reaction when treated properly. According to research, women always report enhanced early arousal when the peripheral breast zones become stimulated before direct nipple stimulation. Pro move: start by visiting the outer areas. Use gentle, considerate strokes, possibly with your lips or a feather-like touch. Let her feel understood, not simply grabbed. Once she begins to arch into you, that's your green signal for diving deeper. 5. The pattern of retreat. Touching is not just about doing it, it's about pausing. Sometimes, the most exciting moment is when you draw back. Why? Because craving increases in the absence of feeling. If the body expects touch but doesn't get it, this principle is founded in the concept of neural expectation. The brain produces more dopamine, the happiness hormone, when we expect a reward than when we actually get it. So when you touch, then pull away, then hover, then return, her entire body lights up with heightened sensitivity. Pro move: play with presence and absence. Touch, then stop. Let your breath replace your fingertips. Build her passion like a calm wave, then ride it together. 6. Entire body integration. This is when the real magic takes place. Stop isolating the breasts. Touching them as a different act can feel mechanical or maybe objectifying. But when you integrate them as part of a wider sensual adventure, that's where the ignitions truly fly. According to research, women's arousal is more holistic than men's. Her pleasure areas are interrelated, meaning her back, thighs, neck, and lips are all functioning together. The more parts of her body you involve, the more mentally secure and physically stimulated she feels. Pro move: while touching her breasts, let your other hand touch her hip, proceed to her thigh, or hold her neck and whisper in her ear. So let's bring it all together. Touching a woman's breasts isn't about skill alone, it's about awareness, respect, and connection.